This looks like a little bit of a crooked view, but I want you to just kind of bear with me. That is my book Charkha on the table, and I am spinning, and I thought I'd take the opportunity to show you the best way to use a book Charkha to spin. In this case, very short, slippery alpaca. I'm spinning this yarn for a project I'm making for my dog. And alpaca, as you can see, this is alpaca. And alpaca is related to llamas and camels, but they're a little bit different. Alpaca is called fiber and not wool. It's hypoallergenic. It's expensive. It's a beautiful, beautiful fiber to make anything out of. But it's difficult to spin because it's extremely slippery, and a lot of times when they clip the hair off an alpaca, it's the same as a sheep. The animal doesn't get hurt, but it's like giving them a haircut with clippers. And sometimes in certain areas of the body, the hair is shorter. And in this case, I think I bought shorts. It's called shorts. But anyway, I had carded it into bats, and I am now spinning it. But one of the advantages of a charkha over other spinning wheels or spindles is this, which is a second wheel, which increases the ratio of the twist. And the reason that's important for cotton, merino, alpaca, silk, is because it puts a little bit of extra twist into the yarn, which you wouldn't really need with wool, because wool has more crimp, which is the bendiness, the crookedness of each strand in wool. So you can see how easy that is with a book charkha. And I hope the view goes out this far. You want to keep your lead at a 45-degree angle and pull it out. You don't have to worry, like with a spinning wheel, you're constantly spinning the wheel. This is a little different, and that's how slippery this fiber is. It'll fall right off the end. Now, this is a little bit thicker than the rest of it. I back it up, pull it out a little bit. So you do have some leeway, and then continue. It's very similar to spinning cotton, except with alpaca you generally have fibers that are a little bit longer than cotton. But you notice I'm only spinning the wheel when I need to. I'm not spinning it all the time. And you get used to manipulating everything. So here's another lump. And if it comes apart like that, just put it back together, because this has a higher amount of spin in it, and it'll go right back together. So the book charkhas now are about $130, imported from India, where Mahatma Gandhi invented them. And he wanted every person in India to be able to spin cotton and make their own clothes. And it was a big protest against England and taxes that were being put on clothes. And it really saved India because they became much more self-sufficient. So they still make book charkhas, and they're cheaper to import from India than they are to buy American versions. An American journeyman or journey charkha is about $500. Very nice looking charkha, but very expensive. And it folds up into a book, which is why it's called that. All of this folds right up in half into a book. Now you will notice I have clamps on here. What they give you is this, because you're supposed to be sitting on the floor with your knees crossed, and your knee goes like this and keeps the charkha from moving. But I find it easier to just clamp it to a table. So it's about 18 inches long. 12. Yep, little 19. Doesn't take up much table space. And with a fiber like alpaca, it makes it very easy to spin.